Sup. This is Kevin Carnage, and I'm back with a brand new What If. But before we get into this What If, we need to give respect where respect is due. This idea was created by Kid Zeus of Kid Zeus Studio. His YouTube page would be linked in the description below. Go and check out all his videos. In fact, he makes amazing What If videos. I'm also fairly active on his Discord, which will be linked in the description below as well. How can I fucking not give the respect word? This idea is flames. I am going to be putting my own twist on it. So if you don't like it, just go to Kid Zeus's channel and get a better view of what it is. So also, check out all the links in the description. There are for YouTubers that make other what if contents, fairly amazing what if contents, by the way. For starters, Six Meister, Zoku Meister, and Thor Undercast, whatever his name is, but Thor. All their links would be linked in, all their YouTube page will be linked in the description. Fuck! Why can't I just get my words out correctly? My tongue usually just ties up in my mouth. But anyway, yes, without further ado, niggas, I mean, my bad. This is what if Godzilla was in Naruto. A little bit insight about this Naruto, or this what if Godzilla is a naturally created chakra beast who's been roaming the earth for thousands of years. In fact, he's the one who had prevented the Otsutskis from ever invading the planet earlier. That's why they had to wait a few thousands of years when they were sure that this beast or monster is dead. And so is where Kaguya comes in and stuff. So they didn't wait. Actually, they had to seal him away because he was relatively strong, and it took over 50 strong elders from the Otsutsuki clan to even seal him away in a mountain, which will be forgotten. No, it's in the Konoha statue mountain where the stuff is. But anyway, I know I jumped. Spoilers. Fuck y'all. So it took 50 Otsutskis to seal away Godzilla, meaning seal away. They used their bodies to create an impenetrable seal that Godzilla will not escape. Mind you, me, Godzilla in this one is a chakra beast, and he is not going to die no matter how many years have passed. He's not going to die. He just is not able to move thanks to the seal placed on him by the 50 Otsutsuki clan members. So generation has passed, and everyone forgot about not everyone, because there wasn't humans back in them times, so no one knows what happened a few thousand years ago. So Kaguya arrives and proceeded to, take over the world, I guess. Or it was just that tiny fucking village. And she planted the tree right on top of Godzilla, which gave the chakra tree more energy, so a lot more people were not used to, absorb their energy and fucking feed the tree to create the chakra fruit. In fact, yeah, she was just fucking absorbing Godzilla's chakra. She didn't know that was what she was doing, but yeah, she still had to fucking use a few people, yes, and still have to fight her sons. Yes, but at least it wasn't as bad as in canon. Maybe she used about 10 people every fucking 3 to 4 months or stuff like that. And she's already delivered a few other chakra fruits to her fucking planet. So she still fights and blah blah blah. So years have passed and the village of Konoha was built on the same land where Kaguya used to live because they came back, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. So years have passed and the village is thriving. The first Hokage king created the village. The second Hokage king developed the village. The third Hokage came and made the village famous. And the fourth Hokage saved the village from the nine-tail attack. So we're gonna switch that shit up a bit. So Minato, Kushina, they met, had their thing, and they now are parents to Naruto, which we're going to have him be a little older here. So he's 4 years old, and Minato or Madara, whatever his fucking name is, actually appeared, and when Naruto is 4 and demanded that he surrendered Kushina to him, and some odd reason, this Madara found ancient jar or something that where fucking Godzilla was sealed, and he could have sensed that it had immense power, and he, instead of kidnapping Naruto this time, he just released whatever was in the seal, which would distract Minato, who's currently the fourth Hokage, as he proceeded to kidnap Kushina and tried to extract the Ninetales, because then she's healthy in this one, so he had to extract it throughout a longer period of time, while the beast he just released is rampaging through the town, and Naruto is trying his best to keep his composure, but you can see he was fairly scared of the situation that was happening due to this monster firing plasma beams or whatever that shit is coming out of his mouth, destroying and killing people, and bodies was fucking scattered around, and Minato was trying his best to take Naruto to the safe house so that he could take care of the masked man's maniacal plan. And this goes, but before he proceeded to take care of the beast, he used the flying Raijin, which he teleported Godzilla a few miles away, while he re-teleported and interrupted the extraction of the Ninetales from Kushina, and then still had that big moment where they fought and he did the Rasengan and stuff. So we're still gonna keep that iconic fade through, catching this fucking Kuna in the back and running the Rasengan in the back of Madara, so, or Obito or whatever. So they arrived, and in this one, even Kurama in his full form, not split in half, he's throughout the years, because of Naruto being Naruto and Kushina allowing Naruto to enter her mindscape, he's met Naruto, so Kurama is kind of milder. In fact, the only reason why Madara couldn't extract the Ninetales quicker, because of Kurama being resistant to be extracted. So it helped that Kurama was thinking of, if they extract me from Kushina, she will fairly die, and that would leave Naruto sad. And only reason why he's this nice is because of Naruto, he truly loves the boy. He actually thinks of him as his nephew and thinks of Kushina as his younger sister, and this is the dynamic they have now. Still not liking the fourth Hokage, but tolerates him, and so he actually proposed. No, Minato actually proposed that Kushina release the Nine Tails to aid them in combating this monster, as Kurama inside asked Kushina to, allow Minato to enter, and he explained that his father told him something of a power that fed the chakra tree faster and stuff. And this energy he sensed is remnant of that power. And at this moment, the Ninetale admits that he would not be able to fucking fight this being alone. And uh Kushina was teaching Minato the sealing jutsu, that way he doesn't use the um Reaper Death Seal, and he's still going to use it. Yes, I'm sorry, but one of them has to die in order to create the character of the Naruto version I want. So I apologize. I really do hate killing any of them. If you notice, my first ever what if, I only killed Minato and had Kushina survive, but that was shit. So they've Kushina agrees, Kurama agrees, and they both took had Kurama take over Kushina's body. Another pretense. I apologize, I cut off just now. So he will be giving Kushina back his body, and he will be going back into his seal, because again, he doesn't want to have Naruto get sad, because he likes the little boy. He loves the little boy. He thinks of the little boy as his nephew, as Kushina allows him to play with Naruto to time and stuff. So this happens, and he also left a piece of his chakra within Kushina so that she would be able to move around, use her chakra chains and stuff at a specific moment in time. And Minato, also gave them an idea, or debriefed them and stuff, and he left for a short period of time while Kushina and Kurama is fighting off Godzilla. And at this moment, they didn't know that the name of the beast, and so they're just fighting. But Godzilla is a being in my what if that is very powerful, very wise, and knowledgeable of everything universal, and also the occurring time. So he's been seeing all this, and he's been watching the wars and stuff. So he then promptly, finally wakes up fully, because him running and rampaging through the town, he wasn't fully awakened yet. He was just, stretching. I know, but anyway, just it's my what if. Let me do whatever I want with it. So he finally wakes up, and he gets a Biju bomb to the face by Kurama, and that's what wakes him up, actually, the Biju bomb to the face. So that fully wakes him up, as he roared out real loud, like, what he does in a fucking few movies that I've seen. He roars out real loud. But since this is my what if, at the end of his roar, he's like, I am Godzilla, ruler of the king of monsters. Scratch that. I am Godzilla, the god of monsters. Who dare attacks me? And Kurama stops for a little while and looks at him and be like, the god of monsters, blah blah blah, who you think you is? I'm the nine-tailed beast, the strongest beast, tailed beast known to man. And he's like, mere child. There is something to Kurama because he is way older than Kurama, and he's a naturally formed chakra beast. He wasn't created by anyone. He was naturally formed. And since the Otsutsuki wanted to come thousands of years before um, Kaguya, and he and the other 12 chakra beasts defended the planet to the best of their abilities. Uh, 9 of the 12 chakra beasts got killed or got absorbed by the Otsutsuki, but they couldn't handle Godzilla, which is why they sealed him away. No matter how much chakra they absorbed from Godzilla, they couldn't actually completely absorb him. So that happens, and so they're there talking, and Godzilla tells Kurama that he's nothing but a mere child and shits like this, and he doesn't know true power. With Godzilla just opening his mouth and firing a Corona blast at Kurama, forcing him to you know back into Kushina because somehow it I don't know if it's possible, but plot convenience, the Corona Blast actually forced Kurama back within Kushina, and at the moment of this, Kushina um, stretched out her chakra change as far as she could go, wrapping up Godzilla, and um, Minato finally arrives holding a 4-year-old Naruto, telling Naruto not to be scared. This would save the village and you will be known as a hero. So she arrives in Kushina, has Godzilla wrapped up in a chain, in a chakra chain, like a huge ball. I mean, when I said she took out as much chakra chain as possible, she took out even using some of our spiritual energy to encase Godzilla within a chakra chain ball, with him trying to force his way out. So Minato is there. He placed a few fucking kunais in array of fucking, you know, assorted patterns, and place Naruto in the middle and have Naruto repeat the hand sign that he is doing. But for some reason, this sealing style doesn't work, and Minato has to revert to the Reaper Dead Seal, adjusting it for because he was working on it on paper, because using it once is the end of your life, and this time was not the time to practice, so he actually did the modification on the spot to the sealing jutsu, and then proceeded to place the trapped Godzilla within Naruto, also sacrificing the life of Minato. And as this happens, no half of half, it's just a full Godzilla within Naruto. Simple as that. So as this is finished, Naruto passes out due to the overwhelming chakra that was just placed within him, and Minato falls on his knees with Kushina dragging herself to her weak body because she's not going to die. Mind you, no, she's not going to die. Dragging her weak body to Minato, while Naruto was laying no more farther than maybe 4 feet from Minato. And Minato gives this, hearty speech of, the speech that Kushina would have give. Minato does it in his own way, of course. Like, make sure he eats properly, dress him, clothe him, give him medication, and tell the village that he is the hero, being as strong as he is to seal away such a beast, even stronger than the Nine Tails. Yes, you heard it right. I'm making Godzilla even stronger than Kurama. Kurama will still be relevant in the story, but we're basically focusing on Godzilla and Naruto at this point. So, bite me. And a few days have passed. Naruto has been sleeping for over a week. Let's say a week has passed, and he's been sleeping over a week. He finally wakes up, and he wake up and he sees his mother, in a chair next to him, covered in bandage and stuff, and he proceeded to like wake up his mom. He's like, mom, where's dad and stuff like that, and she's like starts crying, hugging him, and says, your dad gave the ultimate paid the ultimate price for our safety and stuff like that. So he then proceeds to feel differently as his body started throbbing, like like a heartbeat, and extra stuff starts happening, and he then asks his mother what's happening to him, and his hair is was blonde, turns a slight darker color with a few white edges. So, like, it's dark but like skunky looking. Let's not do that. Let's just turn his hair, bright green. No, that won't work either. Let's leave his hair as is with a spotted green, like, green on the edges, because he's going to have hair like his father. We're not going to have him, with that style that he had in canon. So he will have a hairstyle like his father, and he'll have green tips on all of them, thanks to him being the Jinchuriki of Godzilla. Yep. So, uh, they go. A huge parade was thrown for Naruto being the hero of the village, for, as prior to what his father told Kushina to tell the third Hokage and not actually keep it a secret. And um, a science team was called in to study this new beast, because then they've never seen or heard of a beast of this caliber. So some scientists came, and Naruto is now held in high regard, where he is not placed in the class with other students. He's learning with other, senseis one on one, as to, control himself, because then his chakra does have a effect to his surrounding, where if he's not careful enough, he could disintegrate some stuff or break some stuff just by looking at it. And so he has to, be isolated from majority of the people except his mother. So remember, like I said in the beginning, that he shot Kurama with a corona blast. um this affected Kurama drastically, having him also be able to use corona release. And yes, so inherently Kushina is now able to use corona release. Naruto as well, corona release, with it's like fire, lightning, water, and earth release. Um, because this is basic all of Godzilla's affinities. So Naruto inherits this as well. So at a young age, because then as soon as he wakes up, the throbbing was the chakra, his affinity adjusting to his body fully, and he's, a strong kid beside his mother. He is a strong kid. So 4 years have passed, and Naruto is now 4. He already started the academy at the age of 6, so he's been in the academy for the past 2 years. 1 year he repeated due to him not having good chakra control. Oh, because of his chakra control, his chakra being 20 times more than what he had in canon. So he has a very hard time mastering certain jutsus like the shadow clone jutsu, the tree walking, water walking, and other stuff. So if he can summon the clone jutsu, but it's lacking. It's not. It doesn't look like a fucking piece of shit. It's just that it's, what can I say happens as soon as it appears. It has a mind of its own or something similar to a shadow clone, but this is like just an illusion clone. So it's not the shadow clone. He cannot do it in, no, let's just say he just cannot do the clone jutsu. With him had to be taught the shadow clone and stuff. And again, due to his larger chakra capacity, he has a harder time mastering basic jutsu. But when it comes to jutsu of higher caliber, it's totally different for him, similar to Kushina. Also, the Uchiha massacre did happen because it happened while Godzilla was being a prick. Let's say so. Sasuke would be very young when this happened, and it's not Itachi who does it. It's a few people that Madara and Danzo hire. Also, Danzo is a rogue shinobi and stuff. So finally, I could do something with Danzo that isn't fucking boring, or just me killing him for him being Danzo and rudely pissing me off. So, Danzo is a rogue ninja, and they are now looking into the masked man's identity, which he fucking blatantly announced he was Madara Uchiha from a fucking mountaintop when he fucking opened up the jar which had Godzilla resting soundly. Well, he wasn't resting soundly. He got sealed because of his overwhelming power and shit. So, and forced into fighting against his will because he didn't want to destroy the village. He was sleeping soundly. It's like normal people. Go wake him up and they're fucking the angriest thing you've ever seen in the world. So that's what happened, okay? So Godzilla isn't really of a bad dude. He's the protector of planet Earth. Being sealed inside a boy, eh, he is kind of irritated by it, but he is not going to try to rip himself out of the boy. No, no, not this time. So, not this time, but not ever. So years have passed. As I said, 4 years has passed. He's been in the academy for 2. He failed once due to his larger chakra pool, but the second year around, he is now known as the prodigy of the school, meaning that he accomplished things faster. He learns jutsu faster, and his mom's gonna kick his ass if he fails again. Um, Prior to this situation, Horizon then told Kushina if she would like to be the first female Hokage, which is a dream come true for her, which she doesn't deny at all. She actually accepted it, and she and Naruto and Hiruzen and a few other of her friends had a huge party. When I mean a few other of her friends, I mean Hinata's mother, Sakura's mother, Sasuke's mother is dead, so she's not there. Choji's mother, just ladies, and the only men that were there was Hiruzen and his old ass, and maybe fucking like Iruka, and yeah, so Hiruzen, Iruka, maybe a few other men, like so they had a party and they sworn in Kushina as the fifth Hokage, and Naruto is fairly happy, being that his dream has always been to be the Hokage in this one still yet, but he's happy that he has his mother is now the Hokage, and he was trying to live up to his father's or his legacy, for he was the fourth Hokage and the greatest Hokage beside Hiruzen, and now he has to surpass his mother or and stuff. So throughout the years, Kurama and Godzilla has been trying to understand each other. Each time, Godzilla calling Kurama a child, which irritated Kurama because he is fairly old. He's a couple thousand, 100 years old, but Godzilla is a couple thousands of years old. My nigga be like ancient back in the prehistoric era, like dinosaurs and stuff like that, because that's what he is basically, like a dinosaur or something. I'm not sure. Wasn't he fucking a nuclear active lizard or some crap in a movie where a lizard went into some nuclear waste which caused Godzilla to be born or something? But anyway, we're not getting into that. Godzilla is a chakra beast. But anyway, this is where we're going to end this off. This is Kevin Carnage, and I'll see you in the next one. And now you better back down, 'cause I'm coming for you. 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 I'm sick of feeling like I just keep chasing